thank you all for coming and being here and being part of this celebration for Chaz and Kenley. We're certainly excited. So on behalf of Lori and myself and Joe and Cindy, we just are thankful you all took the time to be here to celebrate with us. Certainly looking forward to that. Jeff and Donna, thank you all so much. This is incredible. We can't wait for, we got a glimpse right tonight of what's going on tomorrow. So I think just the unveiling of that tomorrow, I think we're probably all going to be in awe. So thank you all for that. First off, when I was told I was going to talk, I'm not a speaker. So I was a little unsure. I thought it was going to be more of a roast or something later in the lodge with the guys. So then when I was told, wait, no, you're going to do it here, I was kind of like, oh, okay, that probably makes some of my notes not appropriate. So I've got some notes, but maybe you'll bear with me a little bit as I ad lib. Anyway, again, I'm Chaz's dad. I've known him for 25 years. And during that time, there's been a lot of sleepless nights, endless hours of video games, literally. A lot of y'all don't understand that. Countless trips here, there, everywhere, whether it was to friend's house, ball fields, church events, whatever it was, we were going all over the place. He also had a sister, Lacey, that he was so wanting her company that he volunteered all the time to play dress up with her friends. And that was pretty endless. Chaz has had always a limited dietary palate. And most of y'all know this probably. It's pretty much meats and wings. I heard it somewhere. He has an insatiable desire for company. And that is whether it's be the company, have the company, find company somewhere. He's always had that. Thank goodness as a youngster he didn't have a phone, because he would be going through endless contacts trying to find somebody to hang out with. Several times he would basically, bring up a name out of the blue of like, how about so-and-so? And we'd be like, you don't even like that person. It really didn't matter. But that kind of brings us full circle to this weekend, where he's met a companion, and a lifelong companion. And we're so excited about that. And one good thing out of that, obviously, is maybe it takes some of us others off the hook, right? So, Kenley, now you've got that. So, one other trait Chaz certainly has, which you all know about, is he likes to make a point. And he will continue to prove and try to make that point over and over and over. And basically, it can be anything like maybe even a stat from an Xbox made-up basketball game. But boy, he wants you to know about it, right? So, Chaz, with that trait, just maybe a little advice would be for you when you want to do that with Kenley, is maybe instead of trying to prove that point, maybe some words of advice would be, you could say, yes, dear, you're right, and I'm sorry. So keep those in mind. Kenley, we're so excited to have you as part of our family, as a daughter. And we certainly can consider you that now, but obviously we're going to make it official this weekend, and we're certainly looking forward to that, and you being part of our family. So when Chaz first introduced Kenley to myself, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, he really outkicked his coverage here. It was like, gee whiz. I mean, unbelievable. And I say gee whiz because the emphasis is on G, because we think Kenley's great. And there's some traits that we've seen come out in Chaz since he's met Kenley that we really didn't see before. He's more grounded. He's even giddy at times. He is one of the things that we're happy for, that we think Kenley was instrumental in, is he's graduated. And on top of that, there is this. Isn't Kenley gorgeous? Sorry about that. In all seriousness, we're so happy for you all, and we know God has great plans for you guys. So, as Paul said in 1 Corinthians 13:7, love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful and endures through every circumstance. So, with that, raise a glass with me and let's cheer to Chaz and Kenley. Cheers. Cheers.
I'm nervous about my speech, so I'm just going to go and get everybody. Sit down. You are the little sister that this little sister never knew she needed. And I love you very much. I'm proud of you for your independence and for trying to make your own path. I admire you and I love you so much, and you guys are so great together. And tomorrow, I'm stuck in the ring because marriage is a fight. And you will fight each other. And you'll fight society on what your marriage is supposed to be. And I hope you never have to fight for your life, but if you do, you're in each other's corner. But most importantly, you fight for each other. And again, I'm just so proud of you guys. You're perfect, Chaz. You know what you're getting into. I don't need to go into that. And I love you guys, and I'm so proud to stand by you tomorrow. And cheers. 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 Cheers.
I'm Carter, for those who don't know me. I talk a lot, so I'm sure most of you do know me. I have known Chaz, we said this out there, I was talking to him about it, 19 years, which sounds absolutely insane when you say that out loud. We grew up hanging out. He was the kid with crippling ADHD that got blamed for it. I was the preacher's kid that skated under the rug, so thank you for taking all those kids growing up. A lot of those were probably my fault. Corbin and I and Chaz were inseparable for a couple of years. It was basically whose house were we hanging out at, not where were we hanging out. Like it was just Friday night, whose house were we going to? And I miss those times. We had so many good times I look back on, and you guys were the best friends that anyone could ask for. Then in like a 2-week time, Corbin drove me to school. He's a year older, so he had his license. And he picked me up one day and he goes, I got something to tell you. I got something to tell you. He goes, we're moving to Texas. I was like, well, we're moving to Alabama. So ended up telling Chaz that weekend at the house, and we both left them in a 2-week span. So we went from the 3 of us down to just Chaz, but we kept in touch. I've moved several times growing up and everything. I don't have a ton of friends, but Chaz and Corbin have been my best friends, my whole life. So I thank you guys for keeping up in touch and the times we've spent. But we then went off to college. Corbin, of course, being older, got ahead of the race, was going to get married. So So he sends us like where we gotta go. I'm like, I gotta drive, you know, I'm bored, can't fly. Chaz could have flown for free, but being the amazing friend growing up he was, said he would drive with me. So I was, you know, thanks so much. He met me in Mississippi State. I had to stay at an event that I had prior obligations to, so we had to wait that night to drive. And Chaz had 2, 3, 17 drinks, and we get in the car to leave. Chaz passes out before we're out of the parking lot. We start driving. I drove 10 hours-ish through the night. Hadn't slept in a long time. I was like, hey, can you give me 30 minutes to take a nap? I didn't want to fall asleep at Corbin's wedding. I was like, just 30 minutes. Sure, no problem. Stop, pull over, switch. He gets in the seat. I mean, the second I close my eyes, I mean, I just, you know, like when you finally close your eyes, you're getting a little bit of sleep, finally. He drifted 4 lanes of traffic and fell asleep at the wheel. And just this is our relationship. The first words out of his mouth is, "This is your fault." He goes, "I could have flown for free. The only reason I'm in this car is because of you." I know, I haven't told the story, it's got your limitations, it's okay to tell now, it's been a while. Fell asleep at the wheel, we wake up, he's mad at me. So finally we pull over, we had to stop at a gas station so I could take a 30-minute nap so I could finish the drive. But we went and got to celebrate Corbin, and that brings me to when I met Kenley. Chaz had previous girlfriends I'd never even met, so that tells you how much, you know, if he didn't even introduce me to them. He asked me if Kenley could come to our wedding. I was like, of course. And a small tidbit, funny story, Evelyn we took a trolley from our wedding to our venue, and one of Evelyn's bridesmaids' job was to make sure no one else got on the trolley. It was just for the wedding party, right? Chaz had asked me ahead of time, can Kenley ride on the trolley with us? I was like, of course, you know, you didn't have to ask me that. So, being in a wedding, you guys are starting to realize it's hectic on your wedding day. I mean, it's just you're showing up, you're just happy to be in the situation you are. So, Chaz walks up and goes, they're not letting Kenley on. I'm like, what do you mean they're not letting Kenley on? It's our wedding. I said, I mean, come on. So we go, and Evelyn's bridesmaid has stopped Kenley at the bottom of the bus. I was like, come on the bus.
That's respectful.
So, we got Kenley on, and after meeting her and talking with her, I mean, she's just the sweetest soul. And we've said it 100 times, we've only known you 2.5 years, and genuinely we feel like we've known you as long as I've known Chaz. You're really the nicest person, and I couldn't be happier for Chaz. But at the wedding, I can't remember if I said it on the trolley or not, I was like, please do not mess this up. Like this is it. This is it. Don't screw this up. And luckily he didn't, and here we are. And I'm just so happy for you guys. I love you both to death. I'll do anything for you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So, cheers.
Wow. Thank you.
First off, David, Lori, Joe, and Cindy, thank y'all so much for an awesome night. This is amazing to get everybody together in a beautiful place. Thank you guys. A little bit surreal, Kenley. I like remember the day you were brought home from the hospital, no kidding. And to see you looking as gorgeous as you are tonight, such a handsome man beside you, just fills my heart, fills our hearts for sure. And it's incredible to see. And so just kind of a little bit about Chaz, first time we met. It's funny, we're like, no one's ever going to be good enough for Kenley. 3 older brothers, oldest brother, dad. Kenley probably just be single her whole life. That'd be great. We love it. It'd be wonderful. So never really liked, not that Kenley didn't date a bunch of guys, but once you brought around, we're like, not worthy. And then Chaz gets in the picture, and we're like, come on, guy. So with that, you like that? He's checking a lot of boxes, so this is a good thing. And Lindsay and I are blessed with tons of friends and family, so then you start looking around like, something's got to be wrong with this guy. So we start, let's look at his friends and family. All right, let's check them out. Josh, Cam, thank you guys for just coming down to Lake Martin, just like we've known each other for 100 years. It was awesome. First time we ever hung out. And you look at us guys, and man, you got a great group of guys. And so just the boxes continue. It's like, all right, this may be the one. This is really cool. So, to go with the G's, man, you're now one of the guys that you were before. But, and I hope, we feel like we're with you guys as well. So it's a big family here. Love you to death. If I could give any piece of advice, for marriage, my beautiful bride here kind of said it all. But, love is a feeling, a lot of love and feeling here tonight, but love's a choice, love's a verb. On those days when it's hard, and it, may not be the most fun feeling in the world, you make the choice to love her, make the choice to love him. Y'all carry on, y'all be great together. You're a beautiful couple, we're here for you, we always are, and I'm going to beat you in the next wing cook-off that we have. Love you guys, cheers.
So everybody knows I'm Kenley's brother, one of 3. Kenley, I watched you grow up from the girl you been to where you are now. I'll never forget, walking in the bedroom at 11:30 at night, she was cutting her own hair at 7 years old. And you look at her now, she's sitting, what she's doing. And, so very proud of you, watch you grow up from the day you were born to where we are today. I know Chaz, take care of you, like kind of brother guys. Chaz, I'm giving you real quick. We're at Callaway Gardens for a Christmas trip. Invited Chaz to go deer hunting. He said, hey, I'm not really like an animal killer, like, not my thing. 10 seconds later, he tees off, tee box, kills geese. Alright? Take you on my bet. Anyway, I know you guys will work out things in the future. Like I said, we got 3 guys. You got the whole family here to be here for you guys. So we're fun all the way. And I'm very, very blessed and proud of you guys. But, so, cheers.
When Kenley brought Chaz home, it was really weird for me. And Kenley will tell you that I wasn't always concerned about being an honest dad in Kenley's days. That was just not on my list. And there was something unique about Chaz. And I've told you that before. Some of the other guys that she went out with, they come up and go, hey, Mr. Jeff, I'm so-and-so. I'm like, hey, that's fine. I don't do good with names. I'm just going to call you Short Time. That's the true story right there. But I will say that what I saw in Kenley when Chaz started coming around was something different. girls come years, but I couldn't be quite the prick to Chaz that I had been to him. There was just something unique about it. And you're worthy. You're probably the first that, as Austin mentioned, you're worthy. You worked from the first day. I mean, that's just normal, but you worked into it. And, you know, a father does not get to choose who the top marries. And I would give it my best shot, but I don't even get to choose. But I can tell you from Austin and Cameron and Caleb, we're thrilled. You are family. And Donna, I mean, you know, it's my baby girl, and you know how I feel. But I feel like that I've always told Kenley, always, I'll always love you. I'll always take you. I'm passing it to you, number 2. You got some big shoes to fill. You got some brothers and a mother. All love her. She makes us proud. And I swore I wasn't going to get upset. But I can honestly say that you are my family. I was up front of the train for you. You're guarding and protecting the most precious thing. I know you do it well. And so with that said, cheers to everybody in this room. I've got a great son-in-law.
Cheers to Chaz. Let's turn that up.
Chaz, Kenley, I'm going to speak for Hayes because he's a little embarrassed. But he wants to say thank you for having me in your wedding. But from Jenny and I want to say, Chaz, you know, from the first time I threw up on your parents' white carpet when I was changing your poop diaper, until now, I have seen you grow up, and it's been a joy. And I count you as one of my, you know, a brother. You're more than just a cousin. And Kenley, I count you as a sister. I know I speak for Jenny when I say that Kenley, you know, we've been so blessed to spend time with you and get to know you. And Chaz, you're really lucky. Your dad was right. You outkicked your coverage. So, as everyone said, don't screw this up, but we're so excited to have you as part of the family, and you know, we love you both, and we're so glad that we've got to spend time with y'all, and we're glad to be a part of this weekend with y'all and celebrate y'all, and you know, we're glad to have met so many people here that mean so much to y'all, and we just want you to know that you mean a lot to us. So, cheers to y'all. Enjoy it. Have fun. Now's your chance to get a refill before the next cheer.